shifting my mind to get around you.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is of course Catmanjoe and welcome back everybody to another brand new video, guys. Today of course we are back on some Minecraft, and today ladies and gentlemen we are back with almost what is a part 2 of our previous video called Very Important Message to all Minecraft PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita players. Now if you guys didn't check out that video, I guess really before I get mostly into this video, I would recommend 100% you take a quick minute. It's more like 30 minutes, the whole video itself is about 30 minutes long. Maybe the first 6 minutes kind of covers everything, but I would 100% recommend watching that video itself, because that video was the part 1. It gives you all the information I'm gonna, I guess, kind of slightly cover in this video, but also an update of course onto the situation. So to give everybody a bit of a brief rundown, if you don't already know, of course, on April 3rd 2020, of course, just a couple days ago and whatnot, Minecraft officially tweeted out basically saying, basically saying that PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3 players were no longer going to be able to transfer their worlds to PlayStation 4. Now the reason to why they done this was very, I guess, random. There was no reason at all. In fact, it wasn't that it was random, there was literally no reason at all given. And as of right now, a couple days later, of course, since my initial video, and of course April 6th, this was 3 days ago, there still has been no update. There's not been a single update, a single, I guess, message or announcement to exactly why this happened. Now if you guys don't know, I created a petition, of course, just trying to petition towards getting some answers or some sort of, I guess, response on this matter. Thankfully as well, I'm very happy to say I think we kind of did get a bit of a response regarding this, or at least something got done. I don't know what it is, but again, I'm going to cover it in today's video and kind of, I guess, show you guys all that stuff. So real quick though, before we jump into the news properly and whatnot, and kind of go over everything a little bit more, please, if you guys haven't already though, if you're all watching this, whether you're an adult, whether you're a child, whether you're whatever, if you are part of the PlayStation community on Minecraft especially, but even if you're just part of the Minecraft community in general, go check out my Minecraft PlayStation 3 and Vita converting saved game files time limit, I guess, petition on change.org. I'll have it linked down below in the top link. Please go check it out. Take a quick minute to go, drop a signature and sign it and whatnot. Right now we're currently just past 70 signatures, which I know isn't a lot, folks. It's not, a million or whatnot, and some people just obviously will not think that's enough, which it isn't. Obviously, of course, we need a lot more people to pitch in here and help, but it's still something, and it's still trying to show that we're enthusiastic, of course, about finding out exactly why this thing has happened. So yeah, as I said in my initial video, of course, we covered basically what Mojang, of course, or Microsoft had actually said. It was mostly Mojang, of course, and what they had said, and we basically spoke about the factor how devastating this would be for the Minecraft modding community. Now, after our video released, I actually noticed today, literally just today though, that there was an update onto the post on the actual Minecraft website, or the Minecraft wiki, whatever you want to call that. Now, the original actual version, of course, didn't have this. When I covered this, just of course, what was it, 6 days ago, I believe, or 4 days ago, sorry, or actually 5 days ago, because it was April 4th and now it's April 9th. When I covered this 5 days ago, this was not here. So this has clearly been added within these past 5 days, and I think honestly it was added in the past 24 hours, at least as far as I can recall. Now it says right here, of course, I'll put the screenshot on the screen. Now this was originally here, the top part, but it's the bottom part that wasn't. It says, dear reader, sorry, learn from my mistakes. Make sure to save your games, and if you're playing Minecraft on a PlayStation 3 or Vita, you need to take one extra step before the end of the month. Keep in mind that you need to have purchased the Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition in order to convert your save file. The file or the following cross platforms, or the following cross plays or cross saves, sorry, oh my god, will be affected. Now this right here was kind of random, because this was not here. This was not here, 5 days ago when I initially made my video. They've literally added this just recently to this actual, again, I guess this whole post. Now, I thought at first, potentially and hopefully, if they've added something to the post, they would have added a reason to exactly why this is why this is happening. As I covered in the first video, the Xbox 360 Legacy Edition will still be able to transfer worlds to the Xbox One Legacy Edition, and obviously from there to the Bedrock Edition, long after this thing is done and whatnot. However, the PlayStation 3 and Vita can't to the PlayStation 4 Legacy, and then from there to Bedrock. It doesn't really openly and honestly make any sense. I've looked into it. I spoke with the original Bedrock leakers, of course, and we all spoke about it. We were trying to go around and debating and asking each other why this possibly could be a thing. Is it because of Sony? Is it because of Microsoft? What is the general reason for this? And as of right now, there's still not an answer that we can plausibly think of, except from a push towards buying PlayStation 4s from Sony, or Mojang just simply, of course, not want people to download maps, of course, or on top of that, either Microsoft trying to make it more exclusive and make Minecraft on the Xbox seem much more of a better decision for modders who like to mod, of course, on the 360 or the old Legacy Edition consoles. Now, the actual update to the post says this: between PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 3, between PlayStation Vita and PlayStation Vita, between PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita, between PlayStation 3/PlayStation Vita to PlayStation 4. Now, I know there's gonna be some people like, okay, what does that mean? What it's basically saying there, of course, before one of my little side tangent, again, that was kind of saying the following cross saves will be affected. So you'll no longer be able to transfer saves from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 3, and of course all these other things. Now, I don't know why it would say PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 3. That was something I'm honestly, even right now, I'm a little bit speechless about. I've got no clue. From PlayStation Vita to PlayStation Vita, again, doesn't really make much sense because you couldn't do that anyway. It was always to move it on to another edition. It's very strange. And obviously, of course, the PlayStation 3 and Vita to obviously the PlayStation 4. Now, again, this was the only update that was added to this actual thing. This was all that we got. There was nothing on top of this. There was no additional, I guess, kind of information that was added there for, again, whatsoever reason. I'm hoping that Mojang or somebody at Mojang will give us some answers and hopefully be able to tell us exactly why this is happening, because it still, as of right now, makes literally no sense. If the Xbox, I guess, 360 Legacy Edition, as I showed in episode 1 or part 1 of this actual, I guess, video that I'm covering right now, of course, could still transfer worlds and still will be able to transfer worlds from there to the Legacy Edition on the Xbox One, then it surely makes sense that the PlayStation version should be able to as well, because there literally is not even a bit, there's no difference. There's no difference. Now, I know there was a few people, of course, that kind of disagreed with me, of course, wanting this to continue to be a feature, and to those people, I'm going to respond to them. There's actually really specifically one, and again, I'm not trying to, I guess, fling hate here or get this guy getting witch hunted at all. That's not my case. I'm just trying to respond to this in a bit more of a different fashion, because one of my friends, Coda, one of the other comment moderators, he responded to it on my behalf, because he's a manager on my channel. It means he can respond to comments for me. But this guy here called Damien said, the longer I watch this video, the worse it gets. Move on like a petition. Really, you have had 7 years to upgrade to a PlayStation 4. They're not going to care. Now, Damien, man, and to anybody else who believes like this, of course, or thinks like this, it's not the factor that we haven't had time to move, of course. Yes, we have. You're 100% correct there. We've had 7+ years in all to be able to move from the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation Vita to the PS4. If you haven't moved already, then it is most likely the case that you're probably not going to move anytime soon until maybe even the PlayStation 5. So again, I know what you're saying there, buddy, but in all fairness, not everybody is, I guess, financially stable as everybody else. There are some kids that mothers or fathers or parents in general or guardians can't buy them the, I guess, new consoles that are out, even if they do come at a much lower price than the initial original price. It's not always as easy for other people to get those consoles. For some kids, they're playing PlayStation 3, and I'm sure they love to have a PlayStation 4, and for others, at the end of the day, maybe some of them just don't, you know what I mean? But regardless of that, regardless of financial and whatnot for kids or for anybody else who's trying to buy a PS4 who can't get one right now, the main kind of point is that it isn't about you've had time to upgrade, it's about the fairness of everyone. How is it that the Xbox players in the Xbox 360 can still and will still be able to, of course, transfer worlds from the 360 Legacy Edition to the Bedrock Edition, of course, or to the Xbox One Legacy Edition, then to Bedrock Edition, but the PlayStation versions can't? It is just unfair. It isn't a case of being able to buy or upgrade. Of course, you are right. People have had 7 years, and it is right that they should have upgraded by now. And if they haven't, then that is a bit silly of them and all. But understandably, not everybody is, as I already said, of course, financially stable as everybody else. Again, to add on to that once again, though, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? It's not about being able to upgrade, it's about fairness and equality and making sure that all players are treated the same regardless of their platform. It was like Bedrock Edition on the PS4. The PlayStation 4 Sony players on Minecraft shouldn't have to suffer because of Sony for the game that they enjoy playing, of course. They shouldn't have to be, I guess, deprived of the ability or the privilege of being able to play on the newest version of Minecraft because Sony and Microsoft don't want to get along. That's not fair for the players, you know? But yeah, guys, I just want to kind of cover this real quick. I know this probably won't be a very informative video. It's kind of more like just a touch-up on my previous video, which I know it's not, you know, what everybody be wanting and all, but guys, it's just something to cover and all, and I hope you guys do go to enjoy and whatnot, guys. But yeah, if you guys do, of course, whatever you guys did, please be sure to drop a like in today's video, guys. It would really be appreciated. I mean, a hell of a lot. And if you're new to the channel as well, please be sure to subscribe. We're currently almost at, I think, 30,000 subscribers. We're just about to hit, I guess, 29,000, which is insane, and every new subscriber to the channel is really appreciated. Also, as well, if I sound different, my mic, I've got a new layout for it. I'll explain it probably in this weekend streams. But yeah, guys, sorry about that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll have an update for you guys soon. Go sign a petition. And yeah, guys, peace out.